Kim Barnes-Arico made the three-point shot today at the end of shoot-around. So we'll see if that carries over to the Wolverines' luck. It is American in red, Michigan in their home golds.
I love it. The crowd came out today as they are hosting for the first time in program history.
Michigan on offense to start the game. A lethal team. Here's Hillman going to work right away. Gets stopped by Brown, and that is the trademark for American University. They are a lockdown defensive team, so we'll see how Michigan handles this American defense.
Lockdown indeed, and when you're scouting Michigan, that is what you want to take away, the paint, but specifically Naz Hillman.
Felia, the freshman, inserted into the starting lineup in December and has stayed there. Nice take, but misses. And then see if it's a jump ball. Yeah, jump ball called, and it'll go to American University on a 7-game win streak. Here's a look at our Capital One starting lineups, and this is a lineup, the 8th different starting lineup for American this year. They have a lot of pieces, a lot of looks they can give you. It's one of their stars with the ball, Edwards, number 10. Here's Fisher. Fisher in all kinds of trouble. 3 Wolverines swarmed her. Capital One starting lineup for Michigan. 3 on the way, in and out. Hillman crashing the boards and sticks it back in.
Told you her game is nice and simple. When she's not getting double teamed, she can find other ways to score, and you saw it just there. Prime example. She is a beast on the glass.
Yeah, keep your eye on 0-0 for Michigan, a first-team All-American. The only All-American they've had here at Michigan on the first team. She's set so many records in her career here. Nice look inside and a finish by Lauren Stack.
The American, they run that motion offense. They want to get you spread out, and that is what they've been doing. They're going to look to attack those lanes.
Michigan wanted to push pace today. Hillman has it knocked away by that defense.
I love it. You see so many red jerseys in the paint, swarming Naz Hillman.
What do you think of this American offense, Asia? Can you break it down a little more?
Well, they have high IQ, and Coach talked about it. She loves that they're able to run their motion, so they're just going to pass around. They're going to make reads. They're going to cut. And you know what? They love to utilize and play out of that high post as well.
Shot clock down to 5. Fisher in trouble. It's down to 2. 3 is on the way. In and out. That was Brown who put the shot up in a travel. Good defense by Edwards as Felia could not come down clean. And a turnover on Michigan. Second turnover that this American defense has forced. They force opponents into 18 turnovers a game. They average 8 steals per game. Edwards. But I was interested to see how they would handle this Michigan offense.
When you talk about the pace of the game that American wants to play with, they want to slow it down. They don't want Michigan to push tempo. They want to slow that game down. They want to slow it down themselves and play in that court as they get a turnover.
So Michigan unable to get in the flow offensively because of this American defense. It's only 2-2, and a low-scoring game would suit American just fine. Edwards in the paint, and Edwards scores. She is their offensive star, 13 a game, first team All-Patriot League.
Yeah, Edwards, we talked about Fisher, to begin with, as deserved with her performance in the Patriot League, but Edwards, watch out for her as well. She gets it done everywhere.
Fisher lost it, and Hillman gets the steal. Michigan, a number 3 seed, highest seed in program history. Nice look up the floor, and the finish easy for Emily Kaiser.
That's a great run right there. You reward your big when she sprints down the floor.
American, they will use a lot of subs, typically 9 players, average almost 13 minutes a game. Fisher gets loose, baseline jumper is good.
Fisher, like I said, coming in hot. And that's exactly what she's doing right now.
Fisher, an Aussie from Melbourne. Here's Hillman. How about that defense? That was a very good play by Taylor Brown. Well, if you were wondering if American was going to come in here thinking they didn't belong, you would be wrong, as they are taking it to Michigan here in the early going. Bales, how about that move?
Such an excellent move, I love it. The reverse with the right hand on the other side.
Ivy Bales from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, the sophomore.
And you talk about something significant about this American team. They're a low-scoring team as well. And typically you would think with that it's because they're not really a good scoring team, but that's not the case with this American squad. They don't take that many shots, so they're efficient. They take few shots, and they make them.
And Michigan having trouble scoring at home now. They missed 3 shots on that possession, and now 2 of 9 to start the game. Fisher underneath and stepped out of bounds. So the American Eagles out of the Patriot League looking good to start this one against Michigan. The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? March Madness indeed. American University, a 14 seed, champions of the Patriot League, has doubled up the score on Michigan here in the opening quarter.
You talk about the difference in shooting percentage. It's right here in front of you, American Eagles. They're shooting 57%, and then on the other end, Wolverine, they're holding them to a low 22%. And you talk about the American offense, that motion offense where everybody's flashing, cutting, moving, getting a piece of the pie. That is exactly what they're doing, balanced scoring. They have all but one player in the starting lineup, or in the lineup, excuse me, that has a bucket.
Obviously Michigan playing at home, and they're a very good shooting team. This season they've made 45% of their overall shots, but this defensive American frustrating them. Verajao now in the game, number 34. Shot clock as she takes the entry pass down to 3. She'll go to work on the baseline. Reverse layup is missed. Hillman battling for the offensive rebound. And Hillman draws the foul. Fouls on Edwards.
Yeah, the crowd, they're pretty happy about that. You're going to see this a lot in this game. Hillman, I mean, she's a player that's getting doubled all the time. Players are being very physical with her because she's a physical player, and she actually does well finishing through contact.
She already got 4 rebounds as well. And the lid remains on the basket for Michigan. Wow. Fisher looking up the floor.
The American defense just stifling. They're just throwing them completely off rhythm and taking them out of their shooting game.
Nice steal. Getting in that lane was Leah Brown. She feeds Hillman for the layup.
That's textbook right there, and that's exactly what was written down in the game plan. Push tempo and get buckets in transition.
Hillman, 4 points, 4 rebounds. All the rebounds have been offensive rebounds. Nice pass, Edwards. And Verajao with a rebound. Again, Michigan wants to push tempo. Hillman backing in, going to work. Oh, that was just too easy.
Yep, they worked on this all yesterday throughout practice. Coach talked about it. She said it doesn't have to be a missed shot to push in tempo. Just push the ball, because that initial push there, you will have Hillman alone in the paint.
Foul called against Michigan, as it's going to be on Roush.
Here we go, transition right here. Great pass there to Naz Hillman, who runs the floor. And again, another bucket by Hillman after that. Just simple in the post-up.
Well, it was 8-4 when we came out of that last timeout. Michigan has tied now, and American's gone 2.5 minutes without a bucket. Good defense by Dilk. Shot clock is down to 3. They're not going to get a good shot. That is off the mark by Fisher as it sails out of bounds. Michigan starting to turn the tide here at home in Chrysler Center. Good crowd on hand on a rainy, cold day in Ann Arbor. This American team came a day early. They got here on Wednesday, practiced at a local college Thursday and then had the 90-minute practice yesterday here in Chrysler Center. Verjao lost it, got it back. She'll try again. Taken by Johns. Edwards. And an offensive foul underneath on number 44 in red, Emily Johns. Verjao stood in there and took the charge. That was away from the ball.
Yeah, that was a great play. It was out of the screen there. Oh, here we go. We get a better look at it. Just stepped up there on the dive. That was a great way to step in and help.
And yes, if you're wondering, Verjao with the ball is the niece of Anderson Verjao, who played in the NBA for a long time. There's a three by Leah Brown. And they have come to life here in Ann Arbor.
Lee Brown, this is exciting for her because she had an injury. This is her third game back, and she's kind of been trying to get back into the fold, and what better way to do it than to come out?
It's a 7-0 run by Michigan. It's a very effective timeout, and that'll be a turnover. Now it's the Michigan D stepping up. Let's go back to that three-pointer.
Yeah, Lee Brown, and she can shoot it. That's what she can do, and she's stepping up. She's ready. She's here for the moment.
Brown transferred from Nebraska. She was actually recruited by Megan Jebbia. Another three on the way. This one's short. And Michigan starting to assert itself here in the closing stages of the first quarter.
Yeah, Michigan, watch those rebounds. They're an excellent rebounding team, first in conference and 7th nationally in rebounding margin.
2 on the shot clock. Brown had it deflected. If it goes out of bounds, I think it's going to stay with Michigan. No, it's going to be Americans basketball. 1:01 left to play in the quarter. As Bales getting her position from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, a sophomore. This American team, you hear it over and over again, Coach talking about just how many of their players have gotten better and better as the season progressed. They've become more and more tight-knit. Foul on Williams. But right now, Asia, American can't score. 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Michigan's really amped it up, turned up the defense, and forcing American to just kind of shoot way deep out, and they're just missing shots.
Megan Jebbia, the all-time winningest coach at American. In fact, she's had the same staff with her since she took over the program in 2013. A couple of her former players when she coached at Marist on the staff. They're all on the same page. It's fun to watch them practice. It's very intense. That's forced up. Not the shot American wants. Didn't hit anything. Shot clock didn't reset. Fisher among the trees. And about a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Michigan playing in front of these home fans for the first time in an NCAA tournament. Playing for one here on the final few seconds of the first quarter. Off the mark, American will have a chance. Edwards. So Michigan withstands a very hot start by American, and the Wolverines assert themselves as the Patriot League champions threaten, but a Michigan Wolverines up by 3 at the end of 1. Doubles, 14 of those have come this season, and she's not done. Naz Hillman is one of the all-time greats in Michigan history. That's a look at where she stands among active players in double-doubles. And she's well on her way today. She's got 6 points and 4 rebounds already. But, you know, Asia, if you told American it would be 11-8 at the end of a quarter, do you think they'd take it?
I think they would. Absolutely. You have the highest seeded team here, and you're competing with them. And then you have a player like Naz Hillman, projected to go top in the WNBA draft. One of the top players in the country. We talked about it, top in her conference.
Second foul on Johns. Number 44, she'll come out of the game, and Stack will replace her. Michigan comes into this game averaging 73 points a game, and they really had to get it going to score those 11, as the American defense was so good to start this game. American just could not score points. They went almost 5.5 minutes without a bucket. Hillman going to work inside. That's going to be there all day if they don't find a way to stop it. Foul on Taylor Brown. She has the tough assignment of defending Hillman in the post.
This is what's so great about Hillman. It's not only is she able to score in the paint, but she's able to score through contact, whether it's one player, whether it's two players. She is strong. She will get it in the basket.
And Hillman, not only a strong basketball player, she's strong in the classroom, an academic All-Big Ten member majoring in communications and media. Just a champion in life. Full court pressure by the Wolverines. Good press break by American.
Yeah, they're really looking, Michigan's really looking to speed things up and turn it up and turn this into a fast-paced game, which is absolutely what American does not want.
Another shot clock danger. Down to 2. Forced up, and it's good, and that breaks the 10-0 run. Ivy Bales knocks it down.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be a sigh of relief for American there.
They are pounding it inside, as that time it's Kaiser who scores.
I love it. Find the post early before any help comes, any double comes.
I know you love it. You want every ball to go in the post, don't you?
Yes.
You like how these teams reward those post players as well. Michigan up by 6. Still swarming the Eagles. Shot clock is at 3, and it's going to expire. Stolen by Nolan before the clock expired. They want to push it. Ophelia misses the 3, but she was out of bounds, so she won't get her 5th offensive rebound, and it'll go back to American. This is that Kaiser bucket.
Kaiser just working out and splits right through 2 defenders and able to finish.
Kaiser, one of those players that waited her turn, so to speak. She's gotten more and more playing time. Hardly played as a freshman, limited as a sophomore, was a rotation player as a junior, and this year has been a starter and has responded.
And I like her and Naz Hillman together. I think they complement each other well inside the paint on the offensive end.
Fouls on Ophelia. You know, it was interesting talking to Kaiser about her journey here. She drew a lot of inspiration from her brother who played at Valpo, and he also had to sit out a while, and just seeing him trust the process allowed her to stay calm, keep working, and now she's being rewarded in this senior season. Shot clock down to 5. Edwards trying to get around Ophelia. Not going to happen. Shot clock expires. Well, we talked a lot about the American defense, Asia, but it's been Michigan just swarming American.
And I got to shout out Ophelia. She's going to the bench now, getting some well-deserved rest, but she played some great minutes defensively. You saw her guarding one of the best players on American in Edwards and just locking her up. 9
turnovers on American already. They've only scored 2 points in the last 8 minutes. Good look inside. Hillman with the finish. You gotta love the assist though by Brown.
I love it. And that was a great cut by her in the paint. Great pass into her, and then she had that look. She saw the help side coming.
Hillman, the first player in double digits, and then knocks that out of bounds.
You talk about breakdowns in practice. This is what they broke down, and that's textbook right there. Brown, great pass there into Hillman, and Hillman, great cut.
American having trouble getting it in, and Michigan's length seems to be bothering American as well. Edwards, first team All-Patriot League. Runner in the lane, rolls off, missed by Henning.
Can we just talk about Naz Hillman, her ability to be able to hedge and defend out in the perimeter, and Then out of nowhere, she was down there and secured that rebound on the block.
Henning commits the foul on the other end. Yeah, Hillman with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. She's already filling up the stat sheet, and we haven't gotten to halftime. She is carrying this team right now, as the numbers indicate. Michigan running the inbounds play. Quick release, and the three is good by Maddie Nolan. Timeout American. Maddie Nolan made 7 of those against Maryland earlier this season. She's just lit up the Chrysler Center with 1. Well, Naz Hillman has shown us why she's Naz Hillman, right?
Outstanding thus far, all in the paint. She has 5 rebounds and 11 points, but get this, she is shooting 5 for 6 from the field. We talked about that efficiency and that simplicity of her game.
And she loves to play at home, so do these Wolverines. Hillman, 11 points, 5 rebounds already. He's only missed 1 shot. Michigan undefeated here on this court this season. They had a chance to win the Big Ten regular season. They finished tied for 3rd. They did sweep Maryland this year. First time Maryland has lost like that since they joined the Big Ten. Now, this is a Michigan team that has been excellent all year. A real groundbreaking season after last year's run to the Sweet 16 and a foul called against Vresh.
And it all starts with Naz Hillman. When you talk about why Michigan has been so successful, even without her scoring, it's just her threat. Her being such a threat in the paint, it opens up so much for her teammates. And she does an outstanding job even when getting doubled, just looking for the open player.
American pushing the pace. That's what Michigan wanted to do, but the Eagles come flying down the floor. American has had a lot of trouble scoring. Only 2 points in this quarter. Dilk into the game, looking low to Hillman, throws over the defense, and Hillman and 1.
That was such a great pass. Right into the right spot. Look at that pass by Dilk. She got it right there, right to where Naz Hillman wanted it and asked for it. And we talked about this, her ability to finish through contact.
Kim Barnes-Arico, the Big Ten Coach of the Year for the 2nd time this year, has had the privilege of coaching Naz Hillman and helping develop her. Naz's mom was a player at Vanderbilt and in the ABL for the Nashville Noise.
And Naz has had an immediate impact on this program since she stepped foot on campus.
She's just one of those elite players. That good defense by Hillman. A lot of times elite players do it quietly, but you notice Hillman. She dominates.
Just look at her presence. Look at that finish. Finishing through contact, finishing over 2 people. Doesn't matter how much help you throw at her or who you throw at her. She is so great in the paint.
15 points for Hillman. 3 off the mark, and a chance for Michigan to increase this lead.
I love this. They're not letting off. They're looking to continue to push tempo.
American scored only 2 points this quarter. Hillman, she is feeling it. She's only missed 1 shot today, now 8 of 9 with 17 points.
And showing us different looks. She was tired of the bunnies, so she said, I'm going to step out and get a little short jumper.
I want to see her take a 3 now. Here she is on the defensive end, 3rd steal. And how about an assist?
What? She just led the break and had a great assist.
Leah Brown was the recipient of that pass. A 25-2 run right now being enjoyed by Michigan. Edwards travels. Naz Hillman stealing the show. As Hillman pouring it on, 17 points already. Well, it has been an historic season for Michigan. On Selection Sunday, they found out they were the #3 seed, the highest in program history, and would host for the first time in program history as well. They were a half game behind Iowa and Ohio State, finished tied for third, but got the outright third because they swept Maryland in the regular season. 22 regular season wins, that tied for the most, and finishing the final regular season poll at number 12. But this is another one of those teams, Asia, that a lot of people feel like could go deep in the tournament.
Absolutely. They're a stout team, high IQ. They have a veteran point guard in Roush, an outstanding presence in the paint with Hillman. And you just talk about how the team has done this season. You've got the coach of the year leading you in the Big Ten.
3 players collapse on Hillman, and the foul ends up being called on Stack. That's her first foul. But Hillman will be rewarded with free throws, and Hillman will go to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2. That one spins out. The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship second round continues today on CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. Visit NCAA.com for more. That's the only thing Hillman has struggled with today, is making free throws. She's a 75% free throw shooter, but she's only 1 of 4. Edwards, fans wanted to push, didn't get it. Nice hook inside. And a blocking foul called on Dilk.
And I think Dilk thought that she was getting the charge call.
So Lauren Stack will go to the free throw line. Lauren, a freshman from St. Charles, Illinois, comes from a big basketball family. Her cousin's Frank Kaminsky of the Phoenix Suns. Her aunt is Karen Stack, who's a former executive and assistant coach with the Bulls. And one of her other uncles is Jim Stack, the former general manager of the Timberwolves. She makes 1 of 2.
So many players with so many families that are family members that are athletes that we've seen today.
Yeah, the pedigree here in Ann Arbor is just outstanding. All the legacy players here. This Ann Arbor site is part of the Wichita region. Tomorrow Baylor will go up against South Dakota. And we had Villanova upset BYU just before this game. The winner of this will play BYU at a to be determined time on Monday. Or excuse me, we'll play Villanova. 3 on the way. Fisher runs it down. Fisher looking for that shot. I love the creativity.
Yes, just a great up and under there. And I love the aggressiveness and the push and transition.
Filia.
Filia answers right back. I love how she stepped up for Michigan throughout the season.
Yeah, one of their highest rated recruits they've ever had come to Michigan. Started in December and hasn't given up that starting job. Hillman will lead the break. Villanova awaiting the winner of this one. Three-pointer, no good. Edwards did a good job crashing the boards for American.
Fisher just outstanding. She got that long rebound on the other end and just pushed. Was 1 on 3 basically, but was able to get it with that up and under. Let's have a second look at it, and splits the defense as well.
Fisher and Ozzie from Melbourne. Running the point. She was the Patriot League Tournament MVP. They beat Bucknell in the championship. Shot clock down to 5. Fisher glances at it. Forces it inside, stolen away by Filia. Filia will take it herself.
So talented, just able to push and get that look in transition. Michigan getting everything they want offensively right now. And another tough defensive possession.
Jump ball, the possession arrow keeps it with American. Man, I love that play, just seeing Nolan and Filia slap 5 after they tied her up. Here's Filia's numbers. Her first 17 games, she only averaged 7 points a game. She's been turning it on since she got that starting job and got comfortable in that role. Good rebound by Bales. 3 is on the way, off the mark.
The Americans not able to knock down shots. They got a few good looks just in that last possession. But hold up, Kaiser can knock it down.
Kaiser, her first 3 of the game.
I love it, her ability to be able to stretch that defense out and hit shots from beyond the arc.
It's only her 10th made 3 of the season. We're in the final minute here in the second quarter. Michigan has dominated this first half. It was a slow start for the Wolverines. And then after a timeout, I don't know what Kim Barnes-Arico said to them, but they have been a different team, a switch flip.
A completely different team. They're playing with a lot more energy. They just had a slow start, but a lot more energy. Naz Hillman went to work on the paint. And other players around her, they're just stepping up and producing as well.
Hillman getting a breather right now. Good defense by the Wolverines, denying that shot in the post. See how the Wolverines play without Hillman for a moment. Hillman getting some extra rest before halftime.
Well, I think even without Hillman in, they can still, especially when they get stops, push tempo. They're such a great team in transition.
Offensive foul. Fouls on Lauren Stack, her second. And so Michigan will get the ball 28.3 seconds. So Asia, I'm just wondering what American can do in the second half to try to slow Michigan down.
They're gonna have to come out, start great early, and they're gonna have to knock down shots, run through their motion offense. We talk about the offensive end, and you defensively, you gotta stop Naz Hillman first. They've been doing a great job just working through her in the paint.
Final seconds of the half. Brown puts up the 3. Oh!
I love it. Brown with the shot, and she gives Edwards a little look. Heat check.
An exclamation point for the Wolverines. They outscore American 28-5 in the second quarter and lead 39-13 at the half. Hillman dominated. Let's send it into the studio. Michigan got going, and now it'll be interesting to me, Asia, to see how American deals with that knockout punch at the end of the first half.
Well, I think American's a tough team, and when you talk about a team that's, you know, the underdog, a lower seed, those are typically the toughest teams to play against because they're going to work hard and really just give you effort the entire game, and that's what I expect from American.
Easy bucket in the lane by Emily Kaiser. Kaiser, the senior from Noblesville, Indiana. All Big Ten honorable mention. She had the joke yesterday for Funny Friday. I'll have to tell you the joke in a little bit. I don't know, may not be worth telling. Wasn't a good one. No, if you like dad jokes, it was a good one. Kim Barnes-Arico, her team does a different theme every day. Yesterday was Friday, so it was Funny Friday. American, just a basket here, Asia, I think would be huge for the Eagles.
Huge, just a huge momentum play coming into this half, but they just can't seem to buy a bucket.
The block out by Filia there was unbelievable, denying American the rebound. That's why Michigan has the ball right now. Hillman loses it out of bounds, but Michigan will keep it. Naz Hillman, again, the only Michigan player, man or woman, to score 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in this Michigan basketball uniform. 3 short by Nolan. Fisher, the no-look pass to Edwards. I like Fisher's game. She has the ball.
I think Fisher's one of the main players on this American roster that's just not playing afraid. She's still attacking and really being aggressive, and she's pretty much all over the floor.
Michigan will get it back. Fisher from Australia, as I mentioned earlier, but she is planning on possibly going to law school. Patriot League Tournament MVP. Filia got a screen. Nice defense. And wide open, no one on Kaiser.
Yeah, complete miscue. She was all alone on the weak side, and that was just a great read and a great pass there and a great finish.
Number 33, Emily Kaiser. That's her first personal foul, team's first in the third quarter.
Yeah, just wide open there looking. She's calling for the ball. And great vocals because Ophelia heard her and got it right to her.
Foul was on Kaiser of Michigan. So American ran the inbounds play while we were showing that. Bales. Fisher, nice bounce pass. Oh, that was pretty. Lauren Stack will go to the line. And that's fouls on Kaiser.
Yeah, Fisher, that was a great pass right into the inside because she saw that Kaiser was on the outside of Stack, and that was just a great finish too.
Stack buries the free throw. And American trailing 43-16 here in the third quarter. The winner of this game will meet Villanova, who upset BYU on this court in a fantastic game earlier today. This is part of the Wichita region. Hillman going to work, it's fouled. Foul's going to be on Stack.
Number 23, Lauren Stack, her third personal foul. She's first in the third quarter.
Well, the one area Hillman can improve in is free throw shooting today. I mentioned she's 75% free throw shooter, but today she hasn't been making them with that same efficiency, only 1 of 4.
And free throws, that's definitely another area of her game that's super important to contributing to her offensive production because she's always getting fouled. And she's able to finish through contact and get to that charity strike.
Hillman knocks that one down. Nice look inside, and John scores for the Eagles. So Asia, it looks like the Eagles are not backing down here. I like the way they've come out here in the third quarter.
Not backing down at all, and I like that. They had the continuous movement, continuous cutting. Ophelia just answers back.
Ophelia right back at you.
You talk about another player that just doesn't let up. That's that young lady right there.
I can't wait to watch her career over the next few years. Just a freshman. Edwards will put up the 3. Offensive rebound by Brown. Brown through the lane. And Brown answers.
Michigan starting to take their foot off the gas a little, and Americans taking advantage. Like you said, they're not backing down.
Now this is a group that constantly moves. Very deliberate. Chemistry is excellent on this American team. It's one of the things Coach Jebbia has liked so much. That's a 3-pointer off the mark. And good work to get that rebound by Nolan. Ophelia, they're giving her the 3. Chance for American to whittle into this lead. Not so fast. Ophelia with a steal.
Wow.
Uncontested. How about a dunk? After what Fran Believy did yesterday, I think we're all waiting for another dunk.
Everybody, she spoiled us Now everybody obviously who's capable. We would like to see an attempt.
I love the fast break layup by Filia. That's just as good. She's got 8 points. But American is pushing it hard, playing hard, trying to fight and stay with Michigan. Edwards will go to the line.
Look at Filia, hands in the passing lane, able to get that steal and go in for the layup. The freshman, we talked about how the ceiling is high for her. And how about the freshmen just around the country, period, who have stepped up this season?
Edwards completes the three-point play. 48-23. Yeah, it's been an interesting year, hasn't it? You kind of have the super seniors and then the freshmen, and not a lot in between, it seems like. We keep talking about freshmen and then older players.
Yeah. I believe part of it has to do with transferring, and the other part, you talk about COVID, where players are getting injured, and these freshmen, they're having to step up, but they're doing big things.
Foul on Hillman. Fans didn't like that very much. 3 on the way. Filia grabs it. A reminder, the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship continues today on CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. Visit NCAA.com for more. Hillman spins through the lane. Yes! Hillman did not like the call on that last play, and that's the ultimate way to get revenge. So the Naz Hillman highlight show continues, huh, Asia?
The highlight show continues, and she's giving us some other flavors. We saw the spin move right there. Nice one. Answer by Hillman.
It is March Madness. Last night in the Stanford-Montana State game, Fran Believe with the dunk. The #2 play on SportsCenter earlier today, but she's not the only player known for dunking. In fact, this young woman had one here, my partner, Asia Ellison, back when you played at Maryland.
Way back in the day, my freshman year, right here in Michigan. So I got some juju here, some great memories. I mean, obviously my dunk wasn't as pretty as Fran, but you look at this dunks in NCAA Women's Tournament, only 3 players that she's up there listed with, the great Candace Parker and Brittany Griner, and just such a big change to the women's game when you talk about things that people are seeing on the broadcast. Fans, everybody across the nation, I know they were so excited to see that dunk. I know I was.
I think it's the first of many more to come.
Many more to come. I mean, women are dunking. Now we have the platform to be able to show it.
Williams going to work. American has responded here in the third quarter. When you look at the score and see 50-23, it's only 11-10 Michigan outscoring American here in this third quarter. So American has held its own. That second quarter really was the dagger and why they have this mountain to climb. This is an American team that won the Patriot League in the NCAA tournament for the 3rd time. Sixteenth turnover on the Eagles, and that is the all-time winningest coach in American University history, Megan Jebbia. They won the Patriot League in 2015, 2018, and this year. They're able to win it at home. Brown, and 1. She got fouled.
Brown is just so tough.
Edwards got her on the way up.
Yeah, just a drive in, and yeah, Edwards got her right there on the arm, but that doesn't faze Brown at all. She finishes and gets that and 1.
Brown, 15 points a game this year, an outstanding student. She's also 1 of 10 on the late season watch list for the Ann Myers Drysdale Award, which is the top shooting guard in the country. Pushes the lead up to 30 now.
You talk about outstanding students. She's also one of 5 players on the squad. That's all a part of the Coastside Academic All-District team.
Well, this is one of those games where the academic achievements on both sides of the ball are just outstanding. course, American University and Michigan have such unbelievably impactful alumni to come through these programs. A nice, powerful post move by Emily Johns.
I love it. America not backing down at all. They're continuing the work, and that was a great post up.
Johns, sophomore from Washington Township, New Jersey. How about this, Asia?
And you take a page out of Naz's book. Just keep it simple. Use your body. Take advantage of the position you get deep into the post. Exactly what Johns did in that possession.
Everyone talked to us yesterday about her fantastic footwork. You could see it there. She's a graphic design major, incredible artist. Fisher pushing it for American. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Winner of this gets Villanova on Monday. Offensive foul. Good defense to stand in there by Leah Brown, as that foul is going to be called on Johns.
That's awesome. Knowing scouting report, knowing tendencies. She had a similar play earlier on, and Brown just steps right in and takes the charge.
Third foul on Johns. Michigan with 8 wins over top 25 teams this year. The only team in the country with more was South Carolina. Brown forces that up. Edwards grabs the rebound. Good defense by the Wolverines. And Fisher commits the foul, her fourth. Excuse me, that is her first. And Fisher will sit down for a bit. So will Brown. Ophelia getting back up, but coming over and taking a place next to Kim Barnes-Arico. As coach talking to her freshman on the bench. Hillman backs in, misses, gets her own rebound. That's how you get all those double-doubles, Asia. Just miss and then grab your rebound and stick it in, right? Constantly
active. You can never give up on her defensively. If she shoots it, you better believe she's going after her shot as well.
22 points, 9 rebounds. And if she gets credit for that, it'll be a double-double already. Ball fell into her hands, and they are giving her the rebound. So Hillman now with her 49th career double-double. How about that shot? She didn't even have to hardly move.
That's pretty.
She shot that almost flat-footed.
Yeah, that was definitely a flat-footed shot, but went straight through the net. I'll take it.
Yeah, they all go in. She's 11 of 13 shooting in this game. Johns backing in. And a good rebound by Kaiser. It's Michigan pushing that tempo. That's got to make coach happy. Hillman again. Missed only her third shot attempt of the day. She's now 11 of 14. A minute to play in the quarter. Villanova watching this one with intent as they beat BYU earlier today, and will get the winner of this game. Villanova out of the Big East. Michigan played a Power 5 school from every conference, and that's a travel by Dill.
There you go, Hillman. She said, I can shoot it anyway, even flat-footed. I could still get a bucket.
Hillman right up there with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in the double-double category. And Hillman last year was a consensus player of the year in the Big Ten, but this year Caitlin Clark really stole the show. I mean, what outstanding individual performances in the Big Ten this year by those two.
Yeah, when you're going up against, players like Caitlin Clark, and you saw other people on that list, Angel Reese from Maryland, you just got to give yourself credit for just being on that list, period, because the Big Ten, like you said, outstanding performances, outstanding players.
Johns misses the shot. Final seconds here in the third quarter. Michigan maintaining its huge lead against American. Dilk forces it up. And that will end the quarter. We've completed 3. Michigan 1 quarter away from meeting Villanova on Monday in the second round. The NCAA Women's Championship is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Megan Jebbia earlier this year became America's all-time winningest coach, and the team celebrated, congratulating her coach. And it was funny when we saw this video for the first time, Asia, because all you thought about was her hair.
Yes, because I noticed, that was the first thing I noticed about her in their practice. She has the best hair. I mean, look at it. It's perfect. When they were spraying that stuff on her, I'm like, I know she was like, my hair. I would have done the same thing. But head coaches today in Ann Arbor, how about it? We've got some of the tops, some of the greats. Big Ten Coach of the Year with Kim Barnes, and Jeff Judd with WCC Coach of the Year. Big East Coach of the Year, Coach Dillon, as we saw their outstanding performance. And then just some great coaches here.
So fun getting to know all of them yesterday. As we started the final quarter here in Ann Arbor, part of the Wichita region. The winner of this game moves on to face Villanova Monday. Michigan dominating the paint. They've scored twice as many points inside. They've scored 25 points off of American turnovers. It's just been one of those dominant performances that a coach loves to see. They've done exactly what she was asking of them in both practices we saw. And this Michigan team went hard yesterday and today. Today's supposed to be a shoot-around. That was like a full-on practice Michigan went through.
I was so confused when we came in here. I'm like, wait, another practice day?
Kim Barnes-Arico has this team locked in on getting back to the Sweet 16. Roush with the ball going through the lane. Shot clock at 10. Good defense by American. Here's Varejao. Varejao shooting over number 15, Vresh. And it's American pushing it. Bales can't get the roll. Had the 3, nice look inside. And a foul called on Lauren Stack.
American finalist number 23, Lauren Stack, her fourth
foul.
This is what's so important for Michigan, given this lead that they have. When the bench comes in, when you're in the game, when coach mixes up different lineups.
So Kaiser had the joke yesterday on Funny Friday. It was, why can't a T-Rex clap?
Because they're extinct.
Yes.
Knee slapper.
Well, a reminder that we've got more exclusive coverage of the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One next Friday through Monday with the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. Then on Friday, April 1st, it's the Final Four. And for the first time, the championship on Sunday night. Tune in at 8 Eastern on April 3rd. All games can also be seen on the ESPN app, one tap. March Madness is here. We had a little bit of that in the first game today when Villanova upset BYU.
Such a great game. Both teams just worked really hard up and down. It was so much fun. Lots of shots going up.
Nice move by Amy Dilk, the senior from Carmel, Indiana, former Indiana Miss Basketball. Bales off the mark, and they same team fighting for the rebound there. And there's no way you would have given that up to a guard, Asia.
No, and the guards always do that. They try to get in there and snatch your rebounds up.
These two had a laugh about that. Oh, nice take by Nolan. Oh, she missed it. Varejao with the finish. Varejao's first bucket of the game. Stack, that's a long 2. And that ends a scoring drought for American. Michigan cross-court pass. Shot clock is at 6. 3 on the way. Oh! Nolan feeling it.
Such an outstanding shooter and Roush, such a great passer. Just knowing where her players are and just getting that pass right into the shot pocket so they can get an easy shot for 3.
Second 3 by Nolan, 6.6 rebounds. Offensive foul. And if that is on Stack, it is her 5th foul. And so Stack will foul out. Stack finishing with 10 points. She was 4 of 5 shooting. And fouls out. Kim Barnes-Arico has instituted a different theme every day of the week. They have Minute Monday where they reflect on something positive. Tough Tuesday where they talk about some adversity in their lives. Wisdom Wednesday is exactly what it sounds like. You bring a piece of wisdom to the team. On Thankful Thursday, you say what you're thankful for. We had the joke yesterday on Funny Friday. Sunrise Saturday is tomorrow. That's also supposed to be a moment of inspiration one player imparts to the rest of the team. And then Core Values Sunday. And they do that every day of the week as the team gathers around the circle. They've also been honoring Women's History Month this month. Each player's been responsible for picking out a woman in history that she wants to educate the team about. Fisher gets called for the foul. It was fun being around that yesterday.
It was. I mean, the energy that Michigan has, like, coming into practice. And I asked Coach, I said, is this all the time? Especially because it was in the morning. I'm like, is this an all the time thing? She said yes. She said she wants her team to have energy, and she sort of instills that, makes it a thing within their program, and then it just becomes habit.
Well, when your coach is one of the fittest members of the program, it's pretty hard not to do what she says. I mean, Kim Barnes-Arico has run a marathon. She works out every day. In fact, they had I hear a very spirited staff pickup game just before we arrived a couple of days ago. Mother of 3, coaches travel team basketball in the summer as her kids have gotten older.
Yeah, when I was at Maryland, every team, every coach in the Big Ten, I remember them for some sort of reason where they had a nickname. And Coach Barnes, she had the nicest arms, and she used to wear the cutoffs. She doesn't have it on today. She's not showing them off today, but
I am liking the shoes.
We're talking about her arms. Yeah, she's swaggy.
Yeah, she's got a good outfit on today.
Where's the shoe cam?
Yeah.
We had a couple of the staff members. They're all matching over there.
Shot clock down to 3. This is Hobbs. And she's getting a chance to bring in some players that don't get a lot of playing time. That's Jordan Hobbs, a freshman from Springboro, Ohio.
There we go.
There we go.
Shoe cam.
Kim Barnes-Arico.
Swaggy.
Yeah.
They had to bust them out for this historical moment of hosting for the first time.
Yeah, the staff looking good over there. What a leader she is. It's been fun to just be around her and the way she runs this program. She's involved in every facet of practice. Edwards knocks it down for American. Kim Barnes-Arico again made a half-court shot into their shoot-around today, so obviously that's been a good luck charm today. Number 30, Elise Stuck, getting in the scoring column.
I love it. Everybody on this squad getting a piece of the pie, showing Coach that they can come in and do some things too, earning their trust, earning their extra minutes. This is how you do it.
9 players have scored for Michigan in this game. Dilk losing that. Foul on number 10, Jade Edwards. The NCAA Women's Basketball Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
If I had a crystal ball
Well, it is indeed March Madness, and it's been pretty mad here in Ann Arbor today. Some crazy things going on. Villanova started the day upsetting BYU and Michigan in front of their home fans on a court they haven't lost on this year. Dominating American, 4:44 away from facing Villanova in the second round on Monday, and it's been a historic season for Michigan. In the Big Ten, they finished tied for third. Hillman, of course, first team, the first time they've ever had a player as a four-time first-team member. Brown on the second team, Filia on the freshman team in the Big Ten. Some honorable mentions as well. And Kim Barnes-Arico named Coach of the Year in the Big Ten for the second time in her career.
Michigan just snatched them up in the Big Ten.
They sure did. I mean, they had a good chance to win the Big Ten. They finished a half game behind Ohio State and Iowa as they stumbled a little bit down the stretch, but that's proving to be quite a motivator the way they played today. They lost their last game to Nebraska in the Big Ten tournament. It's a jump ball, good effort by American there. And American will get the ball back as a result of that effort. American won the Patriot League tournament on their home floor. They'd have never lost a postseason game in Bender Arena under Coach Jebbia. So it's one of those conferences where the higher seed gets to play at home. Good defense by the Wolverines. That's a three, and it is good by Taylor Brown. Brown with 5 points. Pass intended for Stuck, goes out of bounds. Solom coming in the game, the sophomore from Heartland, Michigan. As Kim Barnes-Arico trying to get everybody in the game. Johns, nice move. Johns has been quite a post presence down there for American.
Great footwork, uses her body well. High IQ, so she just makes great reads in the post.
Good look inside. Layup is missed by Solom, but that was a heck of a pass delivered by Stuck. They'll work that out. Fisher. Solom with a rebound. Here come the Wolverines pushing that pace, as Coach likes to say. And the sick back by Caitlin Williams.
Well, that's got to be something Coach can get excited about. No drop-offs. This bench has come in and might have spoke too soon on that lapse on the defensive end, but they've really continued to push the tempo.
And one foul on Whitney. Solom. And it's going to be Brown on the free throw line after that foul.
Great cut there by Brown, and yeah, from Michigan, you cannot get face cut. That dive was just a little too easy, but Brown, she ate it all up.
Brown completing the three-point play. Williams had it knocked away. Good defense by the Eagles. Fisher up to Brown, back to Fisher. Nice play. Love the unselfishness.
I love it.
Under 2 to play. Michigan destined to face Villanova in a battle of blue bloods on Monday night. The Big East versus the Big Ten to move to the Sweet 16 here in the Wichita region. Solom with that rebound of the miss, and the stick back is good by Stuck. Did I just say stick back by Stuck? Some great names in March Madness, like McMakin for Longwood.
I can't get over that.
Yeah, I want my grandchild to be named McMakin. Love it.
We want our Who in our team had that game again? It was Kelly. She's lucky to have gotten that pun. Mick making buckets.
Yeah.
That'll be forever remembered in this tournament.
Michelle Cedar picks up the bucket off the glass, and everybody's happy here at Michigan. 10th player to score for the Wolverines.
Look at the bench. The bench from Michigan, they're all up cheering, happy, supporting their fellow team members who are coming in and taking advantage of these minutes that they are getting.
American, they're still playing hard on this possession. You got to love the Eagles. There's been no shortage of effort. That ball went off the official. It's live. American can't score off it. And so Michigan wins at home and has the opportunity to advance to a second straight Sweet 16. The Wolverines, with their highest seed in program history, number 3, will face Villanova, who upset BYU earlier today. So our final score, Michigan 74, American 39. And Michigan moves on to the second round. Monday, it will be Michigan and Villanova playing for the right to move into the Sweet 16. The time still not determined. So Michigan winning at home. For Asia Ellison and our entire crew, I'm Sam Gore saying so long from Michigan. We're going to send it into the studio now for more of March Madness.